Hello everybody, so today I will be explaining to you the solution for tutorial chapter 2. So for the first question, we have a graph of displacement against time of an object moving in a straight line. So we have to calculate the total distance traveled, displacement of the object, and lastly the instantaneous velocity at t equal to 11 seconds. Right, so for a distance, what you need to remember is it is a scalar quantity. So for a scalar quantity, it has no direction. And then for displacement, which is in which the symbol is s, this is a vector quantity. Okay, so vector quantity have direction. Okay, so it has direction. So for example, we will denote that any displacement that is going up will be positive and going down will be negative. Okay, so if we look at this graph, from this to this period it is going up, so this is a positive displacement, and at this point it is a negative displacement. Alright, let's calculate the total distance traveled. Firstly, we can separate this into three parts. Okay, so we have part A, part B, and part C. Actually, I'm not gonna label it as A, B, and C. I'm gonna label it as X, Y, and Z. Okay, so for part X, the total distance traveled at this point is equal to 5 meters. Okay, so we determine the distance directly from this point of graph here, from this y-axis. Okay, and then for part Y, the object is not moving, so it is constant, so we can just let the distance to be equal to 0 meter because it is not moving, ataupun it stays at the 5 meter punya. Okay, so at Z pula, part Z, it is gonna be equal to 5 meter as well. Okay, so that is the total distance. Okay, no distance there, masih lagi 5 meter. Right, so don't write -5 because that is wrong. This is a scalar quantity. And then the displacement of this object. Okay, so remember, displacement for this part of the graph is positive, and this part of the graph will be negative. Okay, so the total displacement of the object will then be 0. At this point, there's no displacement, so it is just gonna be 5 minus 5, so s is equal to 0 meter. Okay, right, next is the instantaneous velocity. So remember this at t equal to 11 seconds, which is at this, let me just double check. Is it 11 seconds? Wait, let me just check. Because at this point, it is asking for t equal to 10 seconds untuk the solution lah. Let me just think. Okay, I'm just gonna follow the answer scheme. So what you need to remember is when an object is moving at a constant velocity, so an object is moving at a constant velocity, the instantaneous velocity will be equal to the average velocity. Okay, so the average velocity that we will be considering is this point here lah. Okay, so this triangle here. Okay, and this graph ni kita akan just ambil to 12 seconds. So it's gonna be equal to the displacement, which is s2 minus s1 divided by t2 minus t1. Okay, so the final displacement at this point here is gonna be equal to 1 minus, and then the initial is 5 lah, because it starts with 5. And then the time is, it starts with, sorry, the final is, speaker must be scroll, 12 minus 10, so you will get the instantaneous velocity to be equal to -2 meter per second. Alright, so that is the solution for question number 1. Oh, actually, I think I spoke wrongly just now. So at t equal to 11 seconds, we will be just considering this average velocity here. Okay, because it is moving at a constant velocity. Alright, so that is on question number 1.